Hi. Okay, today is my 22nd day of my weight loss journey, and I'm a little bit discouraged because I didn't lose any weight this week, and I, in fact, gained a pound. Now, in the past, this would have totally destroyed me. Um, Again, it's those little games we play with ourselves that don't make any sense, but we still do it. And I think that the clarity of mind that I'm having now is because that addiction's been removed. Because I have all these insights and I'm thinking, why didn't I think of this sooner? I mean, duh, it's like common sense. But I think when in the throes of that addiction to sugar and gluten, which kind of is this turns into a simple sugar in your body, I don't think you can think straight. And I used to think it was hype and drama, all these people that say that sugar is an addiction and it's like crack for your brain, but I really see that now. I mean, because now I'm thinking, okay, well, so I didn't lose weight and I gained a pound. What was wrong? Where can I tighten up? Whereas in the past, I would think, oh, well, I wasn't eating well this week and I didn't lose weight and I gained weight, so I'm going to eat worse. I mean, what kind of logic is that? That doesn't make any sense. But when you're in the throes of an addiction, that makes perfect sense. I would think, well, all my efforts didn't amount to anything, so I'm just going to give up. What and give up and do what? Eat worse? I mean, that doesn't is like I said, I just wondering what was going on with that lack of clear thinking. So, of course, I'm not happy to come and report this because I was really excited my first 2 weeks to have lost the 5 pounds with eating lots of good food. And the only change I really did was stopping eating sugar and stopping eating gluten and just try to do better with having meal times and eat more vegetables. So that's what I've got to look at, not say, oh, I'm just going to go back to eating in the way that made me overweight. That doesn't make sense. Um, so what have I learned from this? Well, I think that maybe the adding vegetables at every meal was a mistake, and not because vegetables are a mistake. I mean, don't read kind of crazy things into that because it caused me to overeat. So I may not fit in vegetables at every meal. I mean, because if I am eating like a bowl of oatmeal for that meal because I'm in a hurry, because that's what I want, and then making myself eat more when I'm completely full. And oh, well, I said I would eat vegetables at every meal, so I'm going to have this big plate of carrots or three, celery, and then I want some hummus with the celery. Well, I think overeating is not the answer. Um, so I think I'm gonna kind of back off the vegetables at every meal. And of course, make it a goal to eat more vegetables at my meals. Just try to make better choices rather than making not the best choices and then pushing vegetables on top of that. I don't think that's helping me any. So, and I think my lasagna breakfast, I've said in many videos, and I'll say it again, I have stubborn weight loss, which is why I'm making these videos because I've got to figure this out. And a lot of women my age, 52, have stubborn weight loss, and we all have to figure this out together. I mean, everybody's body's different. Everybody has different issues, but a healthy diet is not that much different for different people. I mean, leafy green vegetables, non-starchy vegetables, low-fat protein sources. I mean, that's not a mystery. It's how we get there that is going to be different for everybody. because people have different needs. I have the gluten allergy, not everybody does. I have high blood sugar, not every overweight person does. So for me, that was an absolutely necessary first step to eat things that my doctors told me I'm allergic to, the gluten, and my doctors told me I shouldn't have because I have high blood sugar, which is a sugar. So somebody might start somewhere different. But for those of you, and I'm not the only one, because I'm telling you, diabetes is an epidemic in this country. And we don't get it from eating salads every day. Um, I'm not going to say that sugar necessarily causes it, but it definitely can make it worse. So I've been sticking to the no sugar, no gluten. I'm very proud of that. And again, because now that I'm off of it, I can see it's an addiction. I really do. I can just feel it. I mean, as I've said, when I look at sugar and gluten now, I see it differently. I used to see it, oh, I want that so bad, but I know I shouldn't have it because it's not good for weight loss. I know it's a lot of fats, a lot of calories, and it's going to make me I don't see it that way now. I see it as I'm not going there again. I'm not going back to that addiction that I cannot get enough. It's all I can think about. If I have something with sugar in the house and I mean to eat a reasonable amount, I just can't. Like 15 minutes later, okay, well, this will be the last thing before I go to bed. And okay, well, now that I bought it, I have to eat it and I'll do better tomorrow. I don't want to go back to that. Um, right now, because I'm not driven by addiction, I am driven by normal hunger and what tastes good other than addiction. I'm able to make better choices and I don't have this, I don't even know what the word is, this obsession with food and this almost unbearable craving to eat more. I don't have that anymore. So I'm very relieved about that. I still have the sugar addiction because I'm still very much attracted to carbs. So I have to work on that because I think that's why my weight loss is stalled. But again, this is a journey, and journeys are not always going to go smoothly, as anyone that has ever been on a road trip can tell you. So this is a journey. This is about learning what works and what doesn't work. So I'm committed this week to not overeating. So I'm just going to once again try to make better choices, but I'm not going to force myself to add an extra serving of vegetables when I'm not hungry to every meal just because. I don't think that was helping me any. And I'm going to try to cut down on carbs. I think the lasagna thing that I was having, my little self, individual serving bowl, I think that even though it's gluten-free pasta, I think it had too much pasta in it because I am so sensitive to carbs and blood sugar issues. My endocrinologist has told me that carbs fuel the appetite. It doesn't have to be sugar, it doesn't have to be gluten, any kind of carb, simple carb. And my gluten-free pasta is a simple carb. It's corn and rice or something like that. That fuels the appetite. So it triggers weight gain in me too. Um, and as I said, I don't think I'm the only one. There's a lot of overweight women over 50 that have to struggle so hard to lose weight, have to work so hard. So hopefully my journey will help some of you kind of learn what works for me and what doesn't. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep eating my lasagna because I like it, but I'm going to leave out the pasta. So it'll be just ricotta cheese and spinach and some seasoning and tomato sauce. Doesn't doesn't sound that bad. Hopefully it'll be good. I don't think I'm going to have any tomorrow because I kind of lost my taste for it for a while. I may not have it again. I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. But let me show you what I ate today before I run out of time. And it was with a heavy heart that I ate today. So I'm going to show you what I ate, even though I'm sad about it. All right, so, and again, it was a real struggle not to just, give in and eat whatever, to not give in to that thinking, and I didn't. I'm very proud of that because it was really, really hard. Because that's discouraging. It's embarrassing. It's shameful. But, this is a journey. I'm determined to finish. So this is my breakfast. I had the lasagna again. I don't know why it's not focusing. It used to focus a lot better. Maybe it's the lighting. See if that's better. But I had the individual serving of lasagna in my little mug. And then those are those date balls in that little bowl. Then I had some of the Diet Pepsi that is free of aspartame because I am allergic to aspartame. So that was actually a very good breakfast. That was my dinner for breakfast. That's a lot of food for me. And it might also, my serving sizes might also be too big, along with what I said about trying to, fit in more food. And then for lunch, I had, because of the weight gain, I was really discouraged. I had 3 stalks of celery with the hummus from the Middle Eastern store. There's only 1 stalk there because I already ate the other 2. But I had 3 measured stalks of celery. And I ate quite a lot of hummus. I think if I don't have any weight loss this week from these changes, not overeating by forcing myself to fit in an extra serving of vegetables every meal just because I think I should, and cutting down on carbs, I might have to go to weighing and measuring my choices. So, okay, so then along with the celery, I had one of those Atkins bars with some milk, and I had the skim milk. And I measured 1 cup. You can't see it, but there's like only about 1 cup left in the carton. And that I had another can of pop. I guess that's where I gave in to my depression cravings. It was sugar free, but it's probably not the best idea of something to eat. And then for dinner, I was depressed. So I didn't really, I guess I had eaten a lot and I was just basically eating because I had to take some medicine and I was feeling really sad. So I just had a little bowl of grapes. I wanted something sweet, and black grapes are really sweet. I wanted something sweet. I wanted like a treat, and I wasn't going to do the sugar thing. And my feelings are that if I'm really craving something sweet, I try to eat something natural instead of like the gluten-free oats with stevia, because at least fruit has like enzymes and antioxidants and all kinds of healthy things that are good for you. I mean, too much fruit, of course, is fattening. And then I stopped eating. But, that's my kind of discouraging day. And at least I only gained a pound. So I was 245 last week, so I'm 246 this week. So to have not lost any and gained a pound is discouraging, but I'm just gonna keep working harder. That means that I made not the best choices this week. So I'll make better choices next week, and that's not overeating, cutting down on carbs. That usually works. So I hope everyone had a better week. And remember, the lesson for today is just keep on getting better. You learn what works and what doesn't, and keep doing what works, and you'll get there eventually. Okay, bye-bye.